Let's talk about Sarah. We've all been there, haven't we? That moment of pause, that little seed of doubt that starts to grow when something just doesn't quite feel right in a relationship. Sarah's story is one that resonates with so many in the modern dating world, where our online presence often feels as important as our real-life interactions. Sarah and Mark have been dating for 6 months. It's that sweet spot where the initial excitement hasn't faded, but you're starting to build something real. They enjoy spending time together, laughing, and making plans for the future. In person, everything feels perfect, the kind of connection you hope for. The chemistry is undeniable, and they seem genuinely happy in each other's company. He holds her hand, introduces her to friends, and makes her feel special. He remembers the little things, plans thoughtful dates, and makes an effort to be present when they're together. Sarah feels seen and appreciated, but online it's a different story, a story of absence, of what isn't there, and that absence speaks volumes. Mark is active on Instagram, a regular user sharing snippets of his life with his followers, posting hikes, showcasing his adventurous side and love for the outdoors, memes, sharing humor and connecting with his friends through relatable content. Even his lunch, documenting the mundane moments of his day-to-day life, but never a photo of Sarah. It's a glaring omission, an elephant in the digital room. Not a single tag, no digital breadcrumb to suggest she exists in his world. Not a story, no fleeting glimpse into their shared experiences. Nothing, a complete and utter absence of any indication that he's in a relationship. Their relationship is invisible online, a secret world hidden from the prying eyes of social media. Like it exists in a bubble no one else can see. A private sanctuary perhaps, but also a potential source of anxiety. One night, they take a great photo at dinner. The lighting is perfect, they're both smiling, and it captures a genuine moment of connection. Sarah posts it, tags him and waits. A small act of vulnerability, a digital olive branch extended. He just likes her post and moves on. A fleeting acknowledgement, a digital pat on the head. That tiny gesture feels empty, a hollow echo in the vast expanse of his online world. Compared to the blank space on his own profile, the silence is deafening. Doubt creeps in, a subtle poison seeping into her thoughts. Why is she missing from his feed? Is it an oversight, or is there a deeper reason? She sees other couples posting tributes and anniversary photos, declarations of love and commitment broadcast for all to see. She wonders, why not me? Is their relationship not worthy of a digital shout-out? Is he embarrassed, ashamed to be seen with her, keeping options open? Is he subtly signaling that he's not fully committed, not as serious as she thought? Is she investing more in this relationship than he is? These questions start to haunt her, swirling around in her mind like a relentless storm. The disconnect between their real life, the tangible connection they share in person, and his digital life makes her feel insecure, questioning the validity of their bond. It's a common feeling, this anxiety surrounding social media and relationships. One that can shake even the most confident person, leaving them questioning their worth and the strength of their relationship. When your relationship is invisible online, it's easy to feel invisible yourself. It's easy to question everything, to doubt the foundation upon which your relationship is built. Is it just social media, a superficial concern in the grand scheme of things, or is it something more, a symptom of a deeper issue? The line between privacy and secrecy starts to blur, and the implications can be significant, and that's where the confusion and the story really begins. The point where Sarah needs to decide how to address this growing unease. Let's dig into what it all means, explore the complexities of modern relationships, and try to understand why that Instagram post never came. So, he's active online, engaging with others, but conspicuously absent are any posts featuring you. Is he intentionally keeping your relationship under wraps? Is he hiding you from his online world, and if so, why? This can be a really unsettling feeling, especially in today's hyper-connected world where social media often feels like a public declaration of, well, everything. It's tempting to jump to conclusions, to immediately assume the worst. Our minds are wired to protect us, and sometimes that means leaping to negative scenarios. Especially when your photo is missing from his feed. It feels like a deliberate omission, a glaring absence that speaks volumes. You see him online, liking other people's pictures, commenting on their posts, seemingly very engaged with his digital community, but never yours. It feels like a personal rejection, a digital snub that cuts deep. Your mind races. Suddenly you're questioning everything. Is he talking to someone else? Is there someone else occupying his attention? Someone he's prioritizing over you? Does he want to look single? Is he trying to maintain an image of availability, keeping his options open while he's with you? But the truth isn't always so simple. Relationships are complex and social media rarely tells the whole story. The absence of your photo isn't a giant red flag by itself, a definitive sign of impending doom. It's just a clue, a single piece of information that needs to be considered in the context of everything else. Social media is only one piece of the puzzle, a curated highlight reel that rarely reflects the full reality of a person's life or relationship. You can't judge your whole relationship by his Instagram grid, by the carefully selected images he chooses to share with the world. Think of it like a strange noise in your car, an unusual sound that catches your attention and makes you wonder what's going on. It could be serious, a sign of a major mechanical problem, or it could be nothing, just a loose piece of trim rattling in the wind. You don't panic, you investigate, you try to gather more information to understand the source of the noise and its potential implications. Look for other signs, other indicators of his feelings and intentions. Does he introduce you to friends and family? Does he integrate you into his social circle, making you feel like a valued part of his life? Does he make you a priority in real life? Does he dedicate time and energy to nurturing your relationship, showing you that you matter to him? These are the questions that matter. These are the real-world indicators of a healthy and committed relationship. Don't let your imagination run wild, conjuring up worst-case scenarios based on limited information. Instead, become a detective, a careful and objective observer of the facts. Gather evidence, collect data points from all aspects of your relationship. Look at the full picture, consider all the available information before drawing any conclusions, and then decide what it all means. Weigh the evidence, consider the possibilities, and make an informed judgment. His social media behavior is just one clue, one small piece of the overall puzzle. Not the whole story. Don't let it define your entire relationship. We'll explore all the possible reasons, the various explanations for his social media behavior, so you can understand what's really going on, so you can gain clarity and make informed decisions about your relationship. Don't jump to conclusions. Look for clarity. Seek understanding and avoid making assumptions based on incomplete information. Sometimes the answer is innocent. Sometimes there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for his behavior. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a sign of deeper issues that need to be addressed. But you need the whole story before you decide. You need to gather all the facts before you jump to any conclusions. Let's break down the possibilities, examine the potential reasons behind his social media choices, and help you understand what they mean for your relationship. Some people are just private. For them, social media isn't a diary, it's just a tool. They keep their most important relationships sacred and off the internet. It's not about hiding you, it's about protecting what matters. If he rarely posts personal things, no family, no emotional captions, then his lack of posts about you is just part of his general rule. It's not a rejection, it's his personal policy. You're in his private life, where you matter most. Maybe he just doesn't see social media as important. For some, Instagram is just for memes and cat videos, not declarations of love. He might show love in real life, fixing things, caring for you, being present. Posting a photo feels superficial to him. For him, love is about actions, not online posts. If you're curious, ask him how he uses social media. If he shrugs it off, it's probably not about you. It's just not his thing. Now, the tough truth, sometimes he's not posting you because he's not fully committed. He keeps his options open by looking single online. He wants the perks of a relationship without the responsibility. If he avoids talking about the future, introduces you as a friend, or is vague about plans, these are bigger red flags than his Instagram. The social media silence is just a symptom. Watch his actions, not just his words. A man who's truly invested will want you in every part of his life. If he keeps you separate, he's not just private, he's non-committal. The worst case scenario, he's hiding you because he's hiding something or someone. Maybe there's another woman or an ex he's not over. His social media silence is a strategy to keep his double life intact. He's secretive, protective of his phone, and you feel anxious for a reason. Trust your gut. If you discover this, there's no fixing it. This isn't about privacy. It's about dishonesty. You deserve to be someone's priority, not their secret. Don't settle for less. In the realm of relationships, understanding the nuances between healthy privacy and unhealthy secrecy is paramount. It's about recognizing the subtle cues and behaviors that distinguish a secure bond from one built on hidden agendas. These two concepts, privacy and secrecy, look very different in practice. One fosters trust and respect, while the other breeds suspicion and insecurity. In a healthy relationship, you'll find a sense of openness and transparency. He's present, truly engaged in your conversations and experiences, affectionate, freely expressing his feelings and appreciation for you, and proud to introduce you to his world, eager to integrate you into his social circles and share his life with you. Even if he doesn't post you all over social media. Remember, a genuine connection transcends the need for constant online validation. He doesn't hide your existence offline, ensuring you feel seen and acknowledged in all aspects of his life. Social media is just a preference, a tool for sharing, not a wall erected to keep you out. It shouldn't be a source of anxiety or a barrier to genuine connection. In an unhealthy dynamic, the signs are often more subtle, but equally telling. You're kept separate from key parts of his life, creating a sense of isolation and exclusion. He's distant in public, avoiding displays of affection or acknowledgement when others are around, vague about plans, offering ambiguous explanations for his whereabouts and activities, and defensive if you ask questions, reacting with hostility or dismissiveness when you seek clarity or reassurance. If he gets angry when you express concerns about his behavior, that's a major red flag. Or accuses you of being insecure or overly sensitive for simply wanting to understand his actions, that's a red flag, signaling a potential lack of respect and accountability. A healthy partner understands the importance of open communication and is willing to address your concerns with empathy and understanding. They can talk calmly about privacy, setting healthy boundaries without resorting to secrecy or manipulation. Someone hiding something, on the other hand, will often avoid direct answers and attempt to control the narrative. Will react with anger or deflection, diverting attention away from the real issue and making you feel guilty for questioning them. Pay attention to how he acts consistently over time, as actions speak louder than words. Not just what he posts online, but how he behaves in real-life interactions and private moments. The difference is in the consistency of his behavior, the alignment between his words and actions, and the overall sense of trust and security you feel in the relationship. At the core, this is about trust, not Instagram. We crave public proof when we feel insecure, but real security comes from actions, not posts. A tag isn't a substitute for commitment. The most important parts of a relationship are private. If you trust him, the social media issue shrinks. If you don't, it feels huge. Ask yourself, do I trust him? If not, why? The real issue is deeper than a missing photo. So, what should you do if you feel invisible online? First, pause. Don't react with anger or passive-aggressive posts. Get clear on your feelings. Is it about the photo or something deeper? Observe his real-life actions for a week. Is he making you a priority? Look for patterns, not just digital snapshots. Then have a calm conversation. Use I statements, not accusations. Ask about his perspective and listen to his answer and his actions afterward. If he's just private, he'll reassure you. If he's defensive or dismissive, that's your answer. The problem isn't the post, it's his respect and commitment. You deserve to be valued online and off. Like, commend and subscribe if you enjoyed this content.